Our second post-game review video. This one comes a little bit sooner to you guys because we're AFC South champ. Woo! We got the interim title. I mean, I'm assuming that the Titans lose to the Bills and the Texans lose to
the Broncos.
The Broncos.
I think it happens.
Wait, why are the Titans and the Bills playing at 4? It doesn't matter.
They're playing Monday.
Oh, they're playing Monday.
Monday night, 7 p.m.
See, I don't even care.
Yeah. You sound like me last episode.
What you mean?
Getting sick?
I think it's just this.
The voice?
The voice. We were in. So let's just break it down. We beat the Colts. We beat the shit out of the Colts, 24-0.
And this was the second time we got to sit down by the field behind the goalpost in the Bud Light friend zone level. Last time we were there, 2019 Thursday Night Football game. Gardner Minshew was starting against the Titans. We have a vlog. And you'll put it up there so you can click and watch it. Yeah, maybe. But you can find it.
I was actually looking for that vlog. I couldn't find it.
Yikes. It's in our playlists, Jags vlogs. But yes, our second time sitting down there. We're coming into this game extremely confident, as you loyal Dunn and Drew listeners know.
If you saw the last video when we previewed this game, I said 35-something.
Yeah.
12.
I said we're scoring 3 touchdowns. I wanted 3 touchdowns minimum. We got it. But I wanted 30.
I didn't. Neither of us said shutout.
No.
I mean, if we did, I mean, people would be like, "Oh, come on, you're homers. You're asking for too much."
Yeah.
The Jags defense isn't that good.
I don't think I'd ever predict a shutout.
Would never predict a shutout. But it's the Colts, and it's at home. So.
And as the week went on, we got more injury news from the Colts. Whew. We got none on the Jag side. We went in there extremely healthy.
Still nothing.
Came out clean. Came out so clean. Shutout game. Matt Ryan, 3 picks. Looked awful. Jonathan Taylor.
3 picks. So we had Rayshon Jenkins, the first one.
Yes.
On the first drive, right?
Yes.
When he threw that pick on the first drive, when he got pressure in his face, and he that ball was in the air for an hour.
It was in there for
I was like, oh boy. If Matt Ryan's doing this under pressure, it's going to be a long day for him. So
second one, Devin Lloyd.
Yes.
Who dropped one earlier. And I was like, oh, I turned to him. I said, damn, if he would have caught that, I would have been right on Twitter and saying, I apologize to Balky again for our back-to-back first-round picks getting interceptions.
And they did.
And then he got one on I forgot how many plays later, but he ended up catching the next one. They ran to the end zone, did a little pose. It was so electric. Josh Allen's looking at the crowd, hype as shit. Happy for it.
And then the third interception was Cisco?
I was about to look it up because I don't remember.
I think it was Cisco. So it's 3 interceptions in week 1 we had 2. Now we have 3. So we are Cisco. Positive. Cisco, that's awesome. So we're so positive on the turnover, plus or minus. So which is such a difference from last year where we were like -20.
Trayvon Walker, Tyson Campbell, Cisco, Lloyd, and Jenkins.
Come on. Trent Baalke, take a fucking bow.
5 interceptions in 2 games. Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, nonetheless. However, we played shitty quarterbacks last season. We weren't getting these turnovers. So the fact that we're getting them this year, this early, getting a shutout against the Colts, it's fucking destiny, man. This is going to be our best season yet that we can think of.
No, I can think back.
Well, you can't go too far back.
Well,
I said
how many years? Can I go back 5? Because that's 2017.
Do you remember that season?
Yes, I do. Well, barely. It's kind of a blur.
That thing's so deep in my mind now.
But this game was it was like, all right, going into it when we're tailgating, when we're talking to people, we're like what you expecting? And I'm like, well, if we're the team that I think we are, with a real head coach and we have weapons on offense, we saw it week 1, they were getting open.
Yeah.
If
they were open again.
We should win. It's a Colts team that doesn't have Darius Leonard or whatever he's called these days. Alec Pierce. Sorry. And
Paris Campbell.
And then there's Pittman.
Yeah, Pittman.
This is
just a bunch of guys that they need.
A normal team would beat this team like it's no problem. So I'm like, all right, if we win this game, then we're officially a normal NFL team. Jaguars teams of the past would make this game way too close for comfort. I wasn't expecting a shutout.
No, not at all.
But we handled this team and extended it to 8 games, 8 wins at home in a row.
8 wins versus the Colts.
We could hit a decade. If we hit a decade of beating the Colts at home.
The streak's going a decade, baby.
If you told me 2010, Andrew, when we were battling the Colts and Peyton Manning for the division lead, that we would, at one point, after Peyton Manning retires, beat them 10 times in a row. Well, we're at 8.
Yeah.
8 times in a row at home.
It's coming.
I wouldn't believe you, obviously.
Yeah, but I want to see the same Jags come out when we play the Colts again in Indy.
I want to see the same Jags when we play the Chargers in L.A.
Well, they're going to have much different players on defense, but coming into this game, after the injury reports, after what we saw week 1 against the Commanders, we were like, fix up what you had mistakes on, and you should be good against this team.
And I was so nervous that I was confident that this coaching staff, like in any other circumstance, they would be able to do that. Like that's what they're, that they have history of being successful doing that. Where I'm like, guys, you're coaching in Jacksonville. I feel like there's a curse that is impossible to get lifted. But they did it, and we looked like a normal NFL team that belongs.
Trevor was getting the ball out quickly. The receivers were making catches. Like, we threw it way more than, I thought we were going to. I thought we were going to go really run heavy this game.
I think if we didn't have such a lead, the throw-to-run ratio would be a lot more skewed like it was week 1. But because we had such a big lead, we ran it a lot at the end. So I think we did. We obviously are a pass-heavy offense, which, I mean, you tell 2010, 13, 14, 15, Andrew, that the Jags will be a pass-heavy offense with a stud quarterback and weapons at wide receiver. I'd be fucking elated.
But James Robinson had 23 rushes for 64 yards, though. But they were feeding him.
He did have that long rushing touchdown, which was amazing. That was nice to see for James Robinson, who the knack on him is that he can't outrun people for a long touchdoal.
He outran him there. Wasn't catching him there. People were saying he looked like he faster with the new Achilles.
Yeah.
Heel Achilles.
Travis Etienne didn't shine this game, but he didn't really need to.
Oh.
No, he had some screen plays that were designed for him. But I think he has his moments this year. This game, he just wasn't needed that much.
Evan Ingram was getting fed constantly.
And he's not game. Before the season, we were warned by Giants fans and NFC East fans that he was a drop-a-thon. He was going to drop balls. It was going to bounce off his hands and get picked. I'm sure I've seen a drop pass, but he's impressed me.
He caught everything.
He's impressed me so much.
7 receptions in this game. He was second behind Christian Kirk. Or actually, he led the team in receptions. Christian Kirk.
He had 6.
Christian Kirk had 6, and it felt like he had 20 because every time I looked up, Christian Kirk was catching the ball. I was like, we didn't pay this man enough money. He had 2 touchdowns. Christian Kirk was open all game. It felt like Marvin Jones was too.
That first touchdown was right in our face, which is amazing.
That was great. So it was just all around. Guess Trevor's stat line real quick.
25 of 30 for 243.
I guess you knew. It was 25 for 30 for 235 and 2 touchdowns. 83% pass completion rate.
That balances out last week. And the fact 2 touchdowns, no picks. Completely balanced.
No fumbles. It was great. It was just all around great game by the Jags team.
And this isn't a game where I'm like, all right, Trevor's a guy.
It's it's what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
After last year. After last season. Last game. Fuck.
Yeah.
Tanked.
Trevor, this isn't what Trevor has to prove to me. Trevor doesn't have to prove putting it on a team that is helpless. Just keep putting points on. I need to see Trevor come back and have a game-winning drive. I know that's a lot to ask in the NFL, but I need to see him do it when the odds are stacked against us, because that's when when everything around you is going wrong, that's when Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, that's when they deliver.
Herbert and Carr too, they can do it.
That's when they deliver and make that's when the commercials are made. Mm-hmm. But this isn't a game where it makes me say, oh, Trevor is definitely our guy forever. I'm looking forward to that game. I think it's coming, but this is just a game where I'm just happy that he played his part and we kicked the Colts' ass.
We obliterated them. Like they were going for it later in the game on fourth down because they had to, because they had 0 points. And our defense was just stopping them every chance they got.
The atmosphere in that stadium, like that goes to show you what we could be, what these fans could be,
what they could have
if we were this competitive.
There was like a 10-minute long wave going on in the stadium. Motherfuckers don't do the wave in there.
People don't like the wave. I love the wave. It means we're winning. It means fans are having fun. I love the wave. Keep doing the wave.
Yes, it was great. So, like, I'm not going to even look ahead yet because this video's coming out a couple hours after this game ended. So we're going to soak up this W, this shutout. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it a shutout. We're going to soak up this shutout against our division opponent.
Call it a shutout. It's a shutout.
We lead the AFC South. We are 1-1,
and we
1-0 in the division.
Titans aren't beating the Bills.
Next division game we play is here at home again, so that'll be great for us. Duval got to be loud and proud after these couple road games coming up.
We'll see how they go. We'll see how they go first.
Yeah, we will.
I tuned into the Colts Reddit, and it's pretty amazing. The post-game thread title is "The Colts get absolutely obliterated in all phases and get blanketed by Jacksonville." And I'll just read the best comments, the top-rated comments. Doomers, optimists, diehards, casuals, we can all agree that the performance was an embarrassment and something's got to change.
Oh, they're ready for a change in there.
Yeah.
Quarterback got to go. Matt Ryan was not.
So do you remember in Friday they didn't practice? Yeah. Normally they would practice. They did a walkthrough.
Yeah.
And Colts fans were spinning it like, oh man, they're doing a walkthrough because
they went so hard the first 2 days.
and they're like they know that they don't have to be physically ready, that they're going to Jacksonville, they have to be mentally ready.
Yeah.
So they spun the shit out of that. I'm about as optimistic as it gets, but I have no words after today. That's what this username court.
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, I could, but you guys got to be in such a down bad position, Colts fans, after getting shut out by Jacksonville. Tying the Texans.
Here's another one. I mean, shit. Reich might not even make it to week 8 at this point.
I wanted an Ursay live cam that whole game.
Yes. Someone said, by the look of the video that came out the night before, he may not even made it to the game. Another comment, I'm hoping he doesn't make it to week 3.
Jesus.
Here's a good one. Completely fucking inexcusable loss. Regime changes need to come. The locker room is completely lost and the players give no fucks. Wow. Someone said never saw a Pagano team quit like this.
Jesus.
Oof. That's so good. Like
they're ready for the regime change after 2 straight division games.
So they lost to Jax week 18 last year. Yep. Blowout. Tied the Texans week 1 this year. Blowout loss to the Jags. Right? You know,
last 3 games.
He might be on the hot seat. It does help that it was such a top-notch shit show on so many levels that changes are inevitable. Like, they think changes are inevitable week 2. That's crazy.
That is insane to be in that down bad of a position.
Someone said, glad it was a shutout and not Indy doing a miracle comeback to lose 16-24. 0-24 really drives home how serious this is. This is just, I could keep going.
Damn.
How do you lose a game you don't show up to? Well, pretty easy. Someone said, I thought we punted decently.
That's usually what we're saying.
Been a Colts fan since 2002. And I don't remember ever feeling this pessimistic about the direction of the team.
Wow.
This is so good.
It's because this fan base is used to Peyton and Andrew Luck, and they've just been on this QB carousel for the last few years.
Yeah.
And they're just getting all these
They're trying to find this quarterback that takes the talented team around them to where they need to go. But they're striking out with Wentz. Now they got – and I knew – so going into this game, I was like, all right, I saw what we were able to do against Carson, but he – is elusive and he's huge, so it's hard to bring him down. Matt Ryan
was not going anywhere.
We get pressure in his face or around him, he's
going down.
He's going to throw a pick through 3, or he's going to go down. And I was so confident before that game that now I'm going to trust myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust myself. I had a prediction. It was pretty bold. Jags 30-something, Colts 12.
Yeah.
But, I might trust my eyes more often. Yeah. I don't know if we play any other quarterbacks that are like that besides Matt Ryan again. Joe Flacco if he stays a starter, but Zach Wilson.
It'll be Zach Wilson by December. Daniel Jones is mobile even.
Yeah.
A lot of mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's the last of a dying breed. I don't know many quarterbacks that we're playing this year that are like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, like if we listed them, we'd start cringing. So we're not, and we'll just take this shutout win and take it into week 3 and Monday's podcast.
Yes, tune in. Monday's going to be crazy episode.
Yep. And we will roast our third co-host, Jack, for losing to the Patriots after
Steelers
gassing or talking so much shit about their trash roster, and then they couldn't get the dub. So, but we'll talk about all that Monday.
Go Jags. I hit 2 Duvals.
Oh, lastly, the Commanders.
Do we do that Monday?
The Commanders fans? We're just going to say, Commanders fans, watch your back. We coming for you.
Yeah, those comments, we are digging up those comments in our week 1 video because y'all were so confident.
So delete them now or we're screenshotting.
You lost to the Lions and it wasn't even very close.
No. So it wasn't as close as the score makes it look. So we'll be bringing those to life on Monday, and we'll talk soon. Peace. Bye. Go Jags.
All right. In 3 days, we will have an answer to whether the Jaguars are 1-1 or 0-2. Hosting the Colts, Jim Irsay, he was in the schedule maker's pockets.
Well, oftentimes when beautiful desserts are brought in the pregame meal in the NFL, they're so tasty, they are gone. In this case, there are a few left. This one's for Jonathan Taylor. This one's for DeForest Buckner. This one, I believe, is for Matt Ryan. This one for Quentin Nelson. I shall save the plate to mark the occasion.
Yay!
We're winning.